Hi friends, good morning. My name is Atul Grover. I'm recording my first session on the business analyst overview. Hope you're able to see my screen at point of time. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Atul Grover and having approximately 12 years of experience in the IT industry. I work with different companies named Accenture, Wipro, Infosys, Vodafone Shared Services, and Fujitsu. I am currently working as a techno-functional consultant for ITSM and ServiceNow as a business analyst. This is my first session. I try to be completed within a limited time and hope you will be enjoying this session. You can share your feedback in the comment section. You can ping me or you can be connect with me on the LinkedIn and share your feedback as well. So now I'm starting my session now. It's a day session, day one, and I'll be completing this session, maybe completing this training in next 30 days or 40 days approximately, as I started just now. So I have been estimated 40 days for the same. So this session is business analyst overview, day one. So first, before I start, my question is to you, or as we're on the virtual link now. So what is the business analysis? So if I go for a layman language, I can say that a person who is be if I as a layman, if I say that to analyze any requirement, to analyze any task is called the business analysis. If I remove the word analysis, word business, it will become the only analysis. So anyone who is analyzing anything, it can be a problem, it can be a solution, it can be a situation, it can be a work, it can be a task, it can be knowledge, it can be a technique, even it can be interview, it can be exams, it can be short description, it can be household works, anything when you are analyzing that part is be the purpose. If you're analyzing anything on the solutioning part or the techniques, it become the analysis pharmacy. In IT industry, we specifically term the called business analysis. So it is the set of tasks where you have to be some put knowledge and techniques to require to identify business need and determine solution on the business problem. So like impulse simple words, I can say that I want to travel, or a business or Amazon or any other website who want to be introduce a new business into the market, they have something to be there, to be introduced in the market, they have to do the some analysis. So for that they have the business analyst in the place. So the person who doing this work is called the business analyst, and he is basically identifying the business need, where he has set of task, he set of knowledge with him and techniques by which he can be identify the business need and find the solution. So it is a practice to enabling a change is an enterprise by defining needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to the stakeholder. It means, suppose my wife said that I want to be travel from home to the mall, some shopping mall. So I will be defining his needs. Okay, why she want to be travel there, what is the best solution I can, she should be by, or by on car, by two-wheeler, by four-wheeler, by cab, by auto, by flight, by train, anything, and by that I can provide them the value. Value is basically a term which we use into the ITL ITSM terminologies. I'm not going to going there at point of time. The third is say business analysis enable an enterprise to articulate needs and rotational for change, and to design and describe solutions that can be deliver value. Again, on the same manner, we're discussing the same stuff. There's a lot of things, there are a lot of definitions available into the market, but being a layman, I can say in a simple words, when a person who is analyzing any need, it can be business, it can be anything, any need and providing a solution is become the business analysis. Then the next slide says who is the business analyst. My fundamental rule, my fundamental thumb, my fundamental saying is basically everyone who has a mind and existing on the earth is a business analyst. In short, that if you are analyzing the things and you are you are performing some task to get it done by some other means, is called the business analyst. So it is any person who perform the business analysis are described, no matter their job title, organization role. So if I take example, normally like housemakers or the wives who are at the home, they analyzing the needs of the grocery on the every weekend, they are the business analyst for me, because no matter what's their role in the home, they are be like daughter or in-laws or maybe the bride or somewhere, but his or her responsibility is to analyze the requirements, analyze, and who is performing the task to get it, to get the things be on the place is the analyst, business analyst. Business analysts are responsible for discovering, synthesizing and analyzing information from a variety of the sources. So suppose your wife is now say that we have to go to the market, but before that she discovered that what need to be done. She synthesized that okay, for next 10 days I need what are things. She analyzed the information from a variety of sources. Maybe she can check on the big basket, she check on the Amazon, Myntra, any other things, any other websites she can check. And finally it includes some tools that like she's using the mobile phones kind of thing. Processes, okay, she need to be go and search for the particular things. Documentation, she read the reviews or the feedbacks. And finally the stakeholders, me and my family is the stakeholder for them. And finally they reach out to us that dear family, these are the best ways that we can get this requirement to be done. The next one, that is the business analyst responsible for electing the actual needs of a stakeholder. Sometime that before my wife, do we go for the shopping, for the specifically for the grocery shopping, she asked, do you have any plan to go out for the next week, maybe for some business needs or traveling somewhere else? So that because she want to know, okay, what, how much grocery she need for the next coming days. So she is electing the actual needs of stakeholder, which frequently involves investigating, clarifying their express desires. So I say yes, maybe after 10 days I need to travel for Bangalore or for the Bombay for next 15 days, 20 days, and maybe you can also travel with me. So in that case, she is be analyzing, and she is doing the actual needs. She want to be know the actual needs, only then she can provide the best solution for the same. So before I move to the next slide, I want to be summarize this particular stuff. Is that basically you need to be, being a business analyst, your prime task is to get the requirements from the customers or the stakeholders. You can use the n number of ways. It can be investigation. We will see these techniques in the coming days, but you can be use the investigation, surveys, questionnaires, maybe in the one-to-one meeting, in-person meeting, workshop as well you can be doing. But anyone who is analyzing the requirement from other person is called the business analyst for me. So for me, anyone who is visiting, who is on earth and having the capability to analyze the things to get the requirements is the business analyst. The next one, that is the role of a business analyst. The role of a business analyst is actually very important into the industry. Maybe before maybe the 10 15 10 it's little high time, maybe the 5 to 7 years before the when we started these concepts, is basically only the person who is being known as a business analyst, whose work is only to get the requirement. But that is not the case. The business analyst role is very much required into every industry, because they are the expertise, have expertise in their area to get the requirement from the customer. You can take the example that Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Netflix, they have some guys like me and you on the place who are doing their analysis work. They're understanding the business need, they're understanding the requirement, customer requirements, and then converting them to the business case, and finally giving us the facility for the same. So business analysts play a role in aligning the design and deliver solution within the stakeholders, with the needs of stakeholder. It involves basically understanding enterprise problem and the goal, and define application requirement, the use cases. Why nowadays everybody is launching their app before they work on the websites? Because they want that my customer should not go out there, they should get everything on the mobile phone, and we are addicted for the same. And companies are taking benefit of the same. Everything you get on the mobile, from ordering one cigarette to the ordering to the or booking one flat or something, you can be everything done on the mobile phone. So the guys who are actually understanding the problem or the goals and identify and define the application requirement as a use cases, analyze needs and solution, analyze design new business processes. They are the one who set up the processes, are the provide the best solution to their customers, so that so to their basically to the companies, and then they can be go for the customers basically. So now if you say that to do the UPI, earlier we can do the UPI or the Google Pay to the specific numbers only, but now Paytm come with a solution that by just using his barcode, Paytm barcode, you can transfer to any account. So no need to be you know to be installed any other app. So it means there's some guy sitting into the in Paytm company is doing this, analyzing this solution, and finally designing the process for the implementation. He is the one who driving the change and validates solution against the requirement. This is the one who get the who get the actual requirements, and finally who validate yes the requirements which a business need, the customer need is be fulfilling the with the required solution or not. And the last, facilitating stakeholders collaboration, work with the stakeholders. This person is basically the one is a bridge between the customer basically the customer and the users, I can say. Or it's a stakeholder, means my development team is sitting with me and they have the business into the on-site or maybe UK or US. So I am the one who is a bridge between these two teams to collaborate and to work together. So this is a little bit overview about the role of the business analyst. In short, we can say BA, as at a glance, he serves as a representative of the business. He manages the requirement, he facilitating the communication among stakeholders, validate solutions, negotiate the communication, finally participate in the pre-projects activities. So for today's session, I have this much with me. I'll be coming maybe next week. I'm coming with the new videos. In case you have any question answer, you can reach out to me. Share your feedback. Definitely, I know one feedback, that is, Atul, you are going very fast. I'll try to make it little slow for the next one. And if you like the video, please share with your friends, like, subscribe, and my channel, click on the bell icon. I don't want to publicize my channel much, but still, as it's a passion for me to be share the knowledge. If you don't subscribe, you will not get my new trainings notifications. So better you subscribe, the same thing. And thank you so much for your time and support. Thanks.